guys, this is going to be the start of my
second ultrasound.
No.
Yes.
My 9 and 10 week pregnancy update. I am currently 9 weeks, 5 days pregnant today. I'll update you on like how I'm feeling and all that stuff a little later on, but first I'm gonna go in for another ultrasound today. It's been 3 weeks since my first ultrasound. I'm so anxious, just really praying that things are looking good. So that's what I'm gonna do. I have to head out like right now. Then I'll update you when I get back.
You doing okay on your medications?
Yeah, I'm over the progesterone.
You're like,
can't wait to stop that, but
can't come quick enough. Look at that sweet baby.
Oh wow.
Around. So I'm sitting still. So that's baby.
Oh wow.
Isn't that amazing? How you can't feel any of that?
Yeah.
Sweet baby. Okay, so gestational sac first, which is the bag of water, of course. Looks fantastic. Lots of fluid around, baby. Our little yolk sac will start going away here.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to measure next. And then we're going to get baby. Okay, let's get baby on the screen. Maybe if baby will stay still for me. Okay, quick. Okay, baby's head, baby's rump, measuring perfect, 9 weeks, 5 days, 2.92 centimeters. Heartbeat is that flicker right there. That sounds fantastic.
Wow.
165, perfect. Let's see if he or she'll stay still for me to do a 3D. Okay, so here's baby's head, arm bed. This is the cord.
Okay.
Going up, you can see a little bit of the other arm bed behind the cord. Leg bed. Sweet thing. Now I'm gonna get that uterus on my way. A little bit lower resolution because I keep seeing the baby's back.
Yeah.
So we flip around. Oh, but that's much better. See, now you can see how the arms are right in front of the face right there. This is the cord. That's how baby's connected to you. Leg bud.
Oh.
Sweet thing.
Yeah.
Baby looks great.
Just on my way home from my appointment now. It's like 1:30 and I'm starving. I really wanted In-N-Out, so I got In-N-Out. Double with animal style fries. Yum. I'm gonna go devour the sandwich and then finish my drive home. Okay, let's chat. First of all, let's talk about the appointment and the ultrasound that you just saw. I'm so relieved that everything is great so far. Baby is measuring to the day, measured 9 weeks, 5 days. And did you see right in the beginning, after we were talking about the progesterone, baby was moving around so much. It's so amazing to see that. Driving to my appointment, I was so anxious. I don't know if you guys ever feel this way too, but like my chest was getting so tight. I was just so nervous because, you know, I just think the worst. And most of my worries come from me not having any symptoms. Like, I still don't feel pregnant at all. And I'll get to that in just a second, but I can kind of relax a little more now, knowing that things are looking good, even though I can't feel anything. So I graduated. Yay! Graduated from the fertility clinic. No longer have to go back there. Thank goodness. I mean, knock on wood, but I told the one nurse, you know, it's kind of bittersweet because as much as I like her, I really don't ever want to see her again. You know what I mean? But happy to be done with that. They gave me some of my records to bring to my OB. So now I'm switched to just regular OB, and I have an appointment scheduled next week to see them. Okay, so let's get into kind of how I'm feeling this week. When I say I have no symptoms, I mean I have no symptoms. Like, have you ever seen the show I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant? That should be me. I should be on that because that is me. If I didn't know that I was pregnant, I would have no idea that I'm pregnant because I have no symptoms. Give or take one. My boobs are not sore. I'm not nauseous at all. I have no idea. Like, I'm asking my mom if she's sick, my sister-in-law. Like, morning sickness or like just nausea in general is so common during pregnancy. So I have no idea how I just like scooted right past it. I have no sickness at all. Another thing that's still been going on is my lower back is still hurting me. I always thought that your back only hurt like when you were like very pregnant, you know, from having all the weight in the front and, you know, all that stuff. I already have a sore back to begin with. I've got like one vertebra that's slightly out of place, so that kind of gives me some back issues to begin with, and I think it's just exacerbated now. But apparently, like, all the changing hormones and everything with your joints softening or whatever goes on, I don't really know, it can cause lower back pain. I was previously experiencing lightheadedness when I like would sit up too fast, but that seems to have gone away for the most part. I don't really get that much anymore, or maybe I'm just getting up more carefully now. I don't know. The final thing that I still have going on is TMI warning. If you know me, maybe you want to skip forward a couple seconds, but my nipples are still sensitive. I know, nothing you really want to talk about, but they are. That's literally like the only physical thing with my body that would alert me to, you're pregnant. If I'm feeling that, then, you know, that's reassuring that things are still good. It's just been so hard because having a lack of symptoms just puts me in such a negative place. You know, my mind goes where it shouldn't, and I think the worst. I was telling my sister-in-law when she was here last week that with the chemical pregnancy, you know, I didn't start bleeding until after I stopped taking the medication. So I felt like maybe that's what's going on here, and those lack of symptoms means something happened, things aren't progressing, and the only reason why I haven't started bleeding yet is because I'm still taking the medication. But now that we've had our 9-week appointment and things are still looking good, even with the lack of symptoms, I'm much more calmed down and reassured that, you know, things will be okay. So I don't want to blab too much, but that's pretty much my 9-week update. The only real symptom I have is sensitive nipples, and I have lower back pain. Let's get into my 10-week update now. Super duper quick, because I know my 9 weeks was kind of lengthy, but right when I turned 10 weeks, I did my last progesterone and oil injection, and I took my last estrase pills. Just did my last progesterone injection. I feel like we should take a moment of silence or something. So happy to finally be done with those injections. But another exciting thing that happened was at 10 weeks, 4 or 5 days, I went in for my first OB appointment. So at first we just discussed, you know, my pregnancy, and we caught up because the year before that I had seen my doctor, she knew we had just done our IUIs, but didn't know anything further. So I caught her up on the IVF that we did and all that fun stuff. And then she asked if I wanted to see baby really quick. So she did an ultrasound. I'll insert that right here.
Maybe there. Measure this. Perfect. Did you get that? Mm-hmm.
Baby's moving around a bunch, even though this ultrasound was really bad. It's funny because she's like, okay, you can hop up on the chair here. I'm like, aren't you gonna ask me to get undressed first? Because I'm so used to, you know, transvaginal ultrasounds. But this one was just on the stomach, abdominal. So it was really grainy, couldn't really see much, but baby's in there moving around, looking good. And then the rest of the appointment, we just talked about like the hospital that she delivers at and what to expect from my upcoming appointments and how often I'll be seeing her. And then she told me about the genetic testing that we can do. It's a blood test, and she asked if that was something I was interested in. And because we didn't do the genetic testing of our embryos, I opted to get this test done. So it can test for like Down syndrome and other chromosomal defects. And that would, like I said, that's just a blood test that they do. And with doing this test, you can also find out the gender. So that was another reason why I kind of wanted to do it, so we could find out a little earlier if it's a girl or a boy. But yeah, that was pretty much the appointment. It was really quick. You know, especially being so early, there's not really much to monitor. You basically just establish that there's a pregnancy in the right spot, and if it looks normal, sounds normal. So that was it. Really quick appointment. And I go back in 4 weeks for another checkup. I will not be getting an ultrasound, but by that time I should have the genetic test results back and the gender. So excited. And yeah, that's my update for 10 weeks and 9 weeks. Thank you so much to everyone who is subscribed to our channel. If you're not already, consider doing it. Click that like button if you like this video. There will be more to come, and I'll see you in the next one.